everybody, welcome to the 𝐂𝐴𝐷. I'm Jessica. In today's video, we are going to be discussing our fall homeschool plans. Now, if you're looking for like the core things that we're going to be doing in 8th grade, you can check out that video up here. I am still going to like briefly show them in case you haven't watched it yet. But that's going to have a little bit more context on like the core things that we're going to be doing for 8th grade. My goal in the future as we share these plans for each term is for me to kind of update you on the core and then share things we've added, but specifically our unit study, because that's the main thing that changes each term. So we're just going to get started because this is probably going to be long, because I'm not only going to share our unit study, I'm going to share all the resources that we're using for it. So the first thing we have for logic is the art of argument. For language arts, we have the new SAT vocabulary workbook. We have Fix-It grammar. And then I will be randomly pulling projects and monthly challenges from the language arts for everyday learning, which is a real-world reading and writing guide for learners of all ages. Emily will also be doing a weekly graphic novel club on OutSchool. I shared all of the graphic novels in our haul video, so I will link that up there as well. I didn't pull all of the graphic novels because they're in her room, but I did pull her books for her teen fiction book club, and that's monthly. So for the fall, which is the months of September, October, and November in our homeschool, she will be reading and doing a book club on Cinder. She's actually already listening to that on audio and really enjoying it. 𝐂𝐴𝐷, The Prisoner of Cell 25. And The Downstairs Girl. Now, I would normally also have Emily pick a novel so we could do one of our novel studies, but we have something else that's happening this fall, and you'll see why we're not doing a novel study, a specific novel study, because we're going to be doing a literature study a little bit differently. So for math, she will be doing Denison Algebra 1. We're going to be taking this at her pace. I have no problem with it taking us more than 1 year. And then I'll be pulling projects and monthly challenges from Math for Everyday Learning, which is a real-world math guide for learners of all ages. Another thing that I decided to create and add to our homeschool at the last minute that I'm probably like so excited for, I'm ready to just dive in right now, is Lights, Camera, Learn, which is where movie nights meet meaningful learning. It is a guide with 20 different themes and 80 different movies. We discuss like how the movie was made. There's discussion questions on your opinion on different things, the cinematography, the film basics, like not just did you like this movie, but really digging into that like film and cinematography side of it. I'm so excited. So again, 20 themes. Each theme has 4 movies. So my plan is 1 theme a month with 1 movie night each week. The only one I know for sure that we're doing is spooky animation. I'm doing in October. Other than that, I'll probably let Emily pick which theme she wants to do in September and November. I just thought spooky animation would be perfect for the Halloween month. Okay, that's the basic. That's the core stuff that we're going to be doing. Now let's dig into the unit study because we're all so excited, but Emily specifically asked for this. It is Egyptian heroes and myths, which is going to be basically ancient Egypt and Egyptian mythology. Now, ancient Egyptian heroes and myths is actually a study using the 3 Kane Chronicle books by Rick Riordan. So this is why we didn't choose a novel study, because we will be reading through these 3 books aloud in our homeschool. And then we will also be doing all of the things we would do in a novel study in Egyptian heroes and myths. So there are writing, copy work, weekly comprehension based off of the chapters that we've read. There's literature, there's figurative language, parts of speech, like all of those things that we would normally get from a novel study are included in here, in addition to learning about the gods, goddesses, monsters, and mortals of ancient Egypt, as well as doing some research on them. So that is like our big deep dive this fall. And like I said, the reason I didn't pick another novel study, because no way were we going to get through these 3 books plus all of the books that I picked for ancient Egypt and a novel study as well. But typically I would let her pick one. Now let's dive into all of the Egypt stuff, all the resources that we're going to be using. First, I have the Ancient Egypt Discovery Deck. I will just be strewing these for her, like just kind of leaving them out in the morning or surprising her with them when I need a break or maybe even in the car to learn. Next, I have some books. So I'm going to try to explain my thinking behind these the best that I can. The Egypt game, I'm hoping to do as a read aloud because honestly, I want to enjoy the story. The Where Are the Great Pyramids? Who was King Tut? These two books Emily will read independently, and she will also complete the mini units to go along with them. So we have a mini unit on Who was King Tut and a mini unit on Where Are the Great Pyramids. She'll do the mini units for both of those. And then she will also hopefully read Ancient Egypt You Choose, an interactive history adventure. And I was just going to buy her one, but she asked me to get her all three. So she also has all three of the Raw, Mighty Cat Detective, the Great Tomb Robbery, and the Crocodile Caper. So we'll see how many she gets through, but she wanted all three of them because, I mean, a cat in Egypt, you can't say no to that. And then I have a stack of kind of like reference books. The first one that I have is the Treasury of Egyptian Mythology. This is the required book for Egyptian Heroes and Myths, so I know that we will be reading through that for sure because it's required to read through it to do those pages. And then I got Emily A Kid's Life in Ancient Egypt, just so she would kind of see like what living in ancient Egypt was. Mummies Made in Egypt. Again, my plan for all of these that I'm showing you isn't to read them in their entirety. It's just to have them as reference books. A Child's Introduction to Egyptology. Ancient Egypt for Kids. A 1,000 Facts About Ancient Egypt. Mummies Unwrapped. Tales of Ancient Egypt. Egyptian Myths. Ancient Egypt. Egypt Magnified. The Magnificent Book of Ancient Egypt. This is like Treasures of Ancient Egypt. And then probably one of the coolest, in my opinion, is this Hide and Seek Ancient Egypt. It is kind of like an Usborne Lift the Flap. It's not Usborne, but it reminds me of those because there's more than 80 flaps in this book. And me and Emily already looked through it, and there's some of those where like it's flaps within flaps within flaps, especially when it's the mummy, because it's like there's the mummy and then under's the person, then under. Anyway, really, really cool if you're looking for an interactive book for Ancient Egypt. Okay, I have a small stack of games. Somewhere I have the ancient, I think it's Gods and Pharaohs or Gods and Goddesses Top Trumps. I cannot place my hands on it, but I know I have it. Amazon told me when I went to look for it that I've purchased it before. So that is one we will play as soon as I find it. We also have Match a Mummy. Mummy Rummy. Anchor. I'm probably not saying that right. Imhotep the Duel. And then we were going to make our own version, but I found a really, really pretty wooden version of Senate. So I went ahead and got it. Let's see if I can. There's a picture on the back. It's just a really nice wooden rendition of it. And the pieces are stored in like this wooden drawer that slides into it. And I love, like, I have a thing for wooden games. We have, like, the wooden version of Connect 4 and Mancala, and I love them. They're beautiful. So I thought, while we can make one, why not buy a really pretty wooden one to add to our collection? And then we have a few things that I'm going to call, like, hands-on activities. We have two different project books. Ancient Civilizations, Egypt, or Egyptians. It's 25 social study projects for kids. The Great Ancient Egypt project book, which is 25 projects you can build yourself. We got a make your own papyrus kit. And this Egyptian mummy dig. Honestly, I thought Emily had outgrown these, but she was like, nope, I need one. And then the big project that we got, or the big kit that we got, which is the one her and Kevin will do for STEAM for probably a couple weeks. I'm hoping a couple weeks, is the Lego Great Pyramid of Giza. It's large. Let's see. 1,476 pieces. It says 18 plus, but I know with Kevin's help, they'll be able to do it together. So she's really excited because she saw a demo of it where like the top comes off. So she can't wait to do that. So that's my plans for homeschool this fall. That's our core stuff and all of our unit study stuff and the things I'm hoping to get to. We probably won't do it all. The way I like to do a unit study is to kind of lay the feast and let her pick and choose. So we will see. I'm really excited to do ancient Egypt though, but I would love it if you would tell me down in the comments what you're going to be doing this fall in your homeschool.